position on RAS3 and RAS4, which overrides the variance process to rezone a parcel of property to forever change the character of a community. What would you do about this? Noel, I'll start with you.
When we're talking about community character and scale, I think people have to, we have to look back to the specific plan, because the specific plans have to be consistent with the zoning. And now RAS3, RAS4, they're zoning. So the way that I would empower the community with regard to looking at these RAS3 and RAS4 issues is to try to draw a distinction between how and why that particular project is going to be inconsistent with the specific plan or the general plan. With that information, then the community is basically better armed to fight, because then they will be able to reinforce their community values. And to the extent that the specific plan or general plan does not reflect the community values, then the community has to get together and they have to basically get that plan revised. And there are ways and means of doing that. And again, special interests have their people in City Hall to direct them. I think the city attorney should direct the people on how basically they can protect their interests. And in my brief period of time, that's the best that I can do. Thank you.
Michael, you're next.
Well, I think that this is a good example of how the city attorney's office can play almost the role of mediator, making sure that, that our communities are involved and engaged in the process to make sure that their voices are heard. The specific plans, I believe we all fought for them and they should be defended. And I would make sure that we incorporate community involvement in every step of the way to make sure that if any changes are made, they're done so as to eliminate the need for all of you to have to file a lawsuit to be able to get your voices heard.
David.
You know, when I hear terms like overriding, it reminds me of secret and exemptions and all the things I really despise and hate. The idea that you guys have to go litigate this seems to me wrong. You know, it's almost comparable to a battle that was fought many years ago in the civil rights arena. And what we did in order to encourage civil rights was to provide for attorney fees. And guess what? When you provide for attorney fees, you get results. Okay, because attorneys don't like working for nothing, right, Nooch? Can't do it. You need the money. You need the money. So if you have the incentive out there to private attorneys to take on cases and represent you, because they know there's attorney fees at the end of the day, you're going to get some balance and you're going to get some decent results here for people. In other words, we'll have none of these exemptions, none of this secrecy, and no overriding.
Nooch.
The residents' special advisory variances need to go away. Simple as that. They need to go away. Proposition U is very clear. People voted on it. They passed it. This is just another way of implementing SB 1818 incentives to get rid of low-density housing. Basic bottom line. I'm a firm believer in what I told you earlier. Density, if it affects density, if it affects traffic, if it affects air, if it affects schools, if it affects assets relocation, CEQA needs to be enforced. We don't need any special rules. CEQA was put there for review. Let's look at the law and follow the law. Let's not make special partners out of developers. That's exactly what this is. It was put in to allow developers to make money. We talked about attorneys making money. Well, the developers want to make money. They want to make more because they need, the more they can build, the more they make. At the end of the day, let's level the playing field. Let's level the playing field. We put it to the voters. They passed Proposition U.